There we go. Now we're live.
All right. Should I do that again?
Yeah.
What else can? Okay. Hello, America. This is the Eastern and Central version of Retro Reload, airing this Thursday. It's the second time we've actually, well, actually, not the second time, but this is like one of the first times we actually have somewhat of a schedule we're going to try to follow, but if not, who cares? We'll make it work either way.
Yeah.
So, we got a motley crew here. There's how many are there? 6 of us this time?
And there's
5.
Fantastical 5. Great.
Yep.
Someone couldn't make it. He was under the weather. TAFKP. If you're watching this, you are missed. But yeah, why don't we do some lovely introductions? Yeah, let's take it from there then.
But you go first.
So you? You go first?
I'll go first. Yeah, I'm Charles, also known as Mr. Nikon, from Chicago. You know, born and raised in Chicago. Live up on the north side. And yeah. So yeah, I've been playing games almost my whole life. So I don't know, yeah.
He's the one who set up this Google Hangout, so yay for him.
Yeah.
I'll go next then. I'm Cashel on VG Collect and just about everywhere else. Cashel Triumph on GameFAQs and other places. But my real name is Philip, and I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm not from there, as you can tell by my lack of an accent. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. And yeah, just like Mr. Nikon, aka Charles, I've been a gamer basically as long as I can remember, since I was about 6. Yeah, love it, and don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So, the story, I'm sticking to it.
all right. I'm Red Blaze57. My name is Zach. I'm from New Jersey, and I've been gaming for as long as I can remember. Also, though I'm not really 100% sure what really counts.
Just picking up a game and playing counts as gaming.
Oh, Chaos, do you want to?
Yeah, I guess I'll go next. Yeah, I'm bad at Chaos. My real name is Ian, and I'm from Aroostook County, Maine. Nice and cold up here right now. It's probably about 0. It's not that cold, I guess. But anyway, I've been gaming probably since I was, 4. I started off on the NES and Apple II, and pretty much just been hardcore Nintendo collector, in the last couple of years. But yeah, enjoying it so far.
Can't see your face, but we know you're there, and I love your picture representation of you with that little white and red.
Yeah, I used that. Are you talking about my Famicom avatar?
Indeed.
Yeah, I use that all over the place. Yeah. I'm also actually into photography as well. Although I don't know how Mr. Nikon would feel, but I'm a Canon guy myself. But oh snap.
Some kind of pooch.
Those are
Yeah,
my
I've got a couple
dogs.
dogs. We actually, funny enough, living in Maine, we actually had like sled dogs and stuff for quite a few years, but we still have plenty of dogs running around. But yeah, like I was trying to say, I don't know how Mr. Nikon would feel, but I'm a Canon guy, so dun dun dun.
It's okay.
This is about to get thrown out. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I know how like some people are like, I don't know. You know how this rivalry.
Canon! So you get the people, not Nikon, Canon, Leica.
Or Nikon.
Yeah. I should give everything at Nikons, Leicas, Olympus.
And
Yes, please.
Foxshot over at VG Collect. I run the Tabletop Commander blog and YouTube channel. I'm from Indiana. My real name's Kyle, and I really like your CGR shirt.
Thanks.
Show that off. Yes, very nice. Right. Well, like I said, we're missing one, but oh well. He's there and he's here in spirit. Hope he feels better soon.
He's the one who suggested Syphilis 6.
Yeah.
That was me that suggested that.
Oh, that was you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the Sinisterly Sexy 6, but I'm, vain. So I mean, with his, I was like, okay, that's just what have I started? But that's neither here nor there. We're all here, and this should be.
Oh yeah.
Should we just get started then with the
Yeah.
Would you rather? All right. Well, on our Facebook page, I made just some general ideas, just threw out some thoughts on what we could talk about. And the first one I decided to talk about was what was your favorite video game when you were, yay high as a kid? It could be your first game, but something that just really brings back those good childhood memories. And hopefully everyone here has a copy of it with them on hand. If not, no big deal. But I guess I'll start because I cannot say enough good things about this. This is Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo, and I just love this game so much. Like I remember I was in. This will tell you how long ago this was. I was in KB toy stores, which I don't think even exists anymore.
I don't think so.
No.
Only the good don't know. But anyway, so I was looking at the back of this box, and I read it, and I was like, this is like the best game ever. I have to play it. So, Christmas came around, I got it, and I was just thrilled by everything that it had to offer. First of all, action-y gameplay was awesome, and the content inside the box also were just great. Like it had a map. The instruction manual was like 70 pages long in full color, and the writing was a little pokey, but it was the early 90s. What do you expect? And I just spent hours and hours on end getting everything I could. Level 99, all the orbs for the weapons, all the magic to level 9, that whole thing. I'm pleased to say that I still have it today. Still pop it in from time to time, and I just can't say enough good about it. This is definitely my favorite game as a youth.
So that's actually the copy that you had, the one you're holding right now?
Yeah.
How did you manage to keep the box and not, throw it away?
Well, that's right. So, my first Super Nintendo game was Mega Man X, and I'm not sure what triggered it, but I said, wow, this box is nice. I'm gonna keep it, and I basically kept all my boxes. Oh, that sounds so inappropriate. All this box talking. I basically kept all the containers that the games would come in. How this one got so well preserved, this is beyond me. I moved so many times throughout my life, not only just from out of my parents' house to an apartment and whatnot, but I moved from Cleveland to Atlanta, then to Nashville. Some kind of got mangled along the way, but this one, I'm not sure how it kept up so well. The manual is a little wrinkly, but it still works. And the map, it's kind of brittle. But, I only unfold it for special occasions. So yeah, this is definitely the one I had to select for this topic tonight. So yeah, who's next?
Mr. Nikon?
Okay.
Yeah, too bad Cass is back. Welcome back.
I narrowed it down to 3 games that I liked. One of the first games I had was Rad Racer. Played a lot of this. When I was young, I tried the 3D on this. It never worked. I just remember playing this, again and again and again, and just, the music, the music was kind of tricky. You pushed the wrong button, it kept on changing on you in the middle of the race.
The music would change? Because I don't think I've played
there's 3 different songs you could choose. So when you press up, it would change the music. then you have no music. But yeah, this is like one of the first games I got when we first got my Nintendo. Also, we got it from KV Toys.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Way back when. Yeah, and also, what else? Castlevania.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of this.
Oh, so good.
You know. And, I've never really beaten this one yet. I keep trying, but, I always got it on the Famicom disk system so I could save where I'm at. So I just keep doing that one level again and again. But probably my top one is Mega Man 2.
Oh, such a good game.
Yeah, this is, I played this the most when I was young, and just going from level to level and beating it constantly and constantly. It's just, I still have fun playing it, no matter what. I don't know. I remember I got this for I think I got this for a Christmas present many years ago from my I think my grandma. Which is funny, like where I'm living now, they were living across the street from where I'm at now, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these, barring any of the Mario games, Mega Man 2's gotta be, probably my top favorite game. It's just, such, now a classic game. It's, I can play it endlessly. That's about all I can say about, my stuff.
Like, in Mega Man 2, you always have to start with Metal Man, because that's what I was. Gotcha.
I normally started with Airman, since he's the easiest to beat. All you have to do is his first attack's right at you, then he goes right by the your entryway. Then you just go behind him, just lay on him, and you ain't gonna get hit by anything. But that's why you usually start with Airman.
Oh, you did it wrong this whole time then. Oh well.
Yeah. So who's next now?
I guess I'll make you all feel old. I guess. I've narrowed it down to 2 games, pretty much. Pokemon Silver.
Really?
And, yeah, Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. I didn't have a Super Nintendo or anything until, 64. That's my point. Hang on. Okay. I'm just babbling now. But yeah, Pokemon Silver, played the hell of it. Before that, it was always just borrowing my friend's Game Boy, playing games like Super Mario Land and Pokemon Red. Other than that, it was just PC games, which for some reason included Redneck Rampage. And a learning game where Howie Mandel played the voice of a bear.
A learning game?
Look, like those point and clicks.
Oh, I thought you meant like Berenstain Bears or something like. God, I'm showing my age. I don't like that. But okay, because I had Pokemon Gold and my brother had Silver, so we were always trying to. I think there were 300 versions. I can't remember. It's been a while.
251.
How many?
251.
Thank you. Yes. So
Yeah.
we never got all of them.
I actually got both of them for Christmas and gave my sister the gold one.
Oh.
I never got into Pokemon. I think that may be my age. I've never played a Pokemon game ever, so.
You gotta play a Pokemon game then.
Pokemon.
Yeah. I keep looking at the game stores. I'm like, should I get a Pokemon game? Like, ooh, Double Dragon 2 and 3. Yes.
You at least get an emulator and you gotta play one a little bit just to try it.
Yeah. I would say do that. Just dip your toe in the water. It's the temperature for you, and then take it from there. If not, you can say you tried it, you've been there, done that, got the postcard. You can at least say you tried.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, really, of the Pokemon stuff, but it's one of those things where it's like Mario. You kind of have to try it because everyone's played it, you know.
Yeah, everyone, most of yeah. Actually, you're right. Probably everyone has played it. So it's so popular. It's been around forever. So, and
Yeah.
fun thing about Pokemon is, like, when I was a freshman in high school, like, we had to give presentations, and I gave mine on Pokemon, and I was the only one in the class to get an A on the speech. So,
Nice.
so
But being like super nerd, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah, I was super nerd. I'm proud of it, and you can quote me on that, America. So, anyways, carry on.
Carry on.
Red Blaze, did you
Sure.
talk about Hot Wheels, or-
Chaos, I think it's your turn.
Okay, sure. So, as far as nostalgia goes, I don't know if this will be in frame or not, or if my internet's fast enough to broadcast this, but I don't know if you can see it, but I got this, it's called like a laser line storage case. It's, I don't know, it's able to hold like 15 games in, and it's an NES, like, cartridge holder. But anyway, basically, this was given to me by my cousin who was going away at college, and basically there was most of the Mario games in there, Zelda, all the standard stuff, Punch-Out. But yeah, so I still love the heck out of my Mario 3 copy.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still have a couple copies of that, and got my Pokemon Red, which I played a lot of in middle school.
Game too. Awesome.
Then, so I was born in 1990, so that kind of, just to kind of give it a hint of where when I grew up. But one of my favorite N64 games that I still got is Star Wars Rogue Squadron by Factor 5. They went on to make a couple GameCube sequels, which are pretty good. The game was freaking amazing, to be honest. But also got, typical stuff, Mario Kart 64 and Super Smash Brothers, and a not so common one that I really liked. I used to play with my cousins a lot. Was Goemon's Great Adventure, which is kind of like like a spiritual successor to Mystic Legend and Mystic Ninja. But yeah, it's pretty kind of obscure, but it's actually a pretty fun little hidden gem type game. But every once in a while, I still pop in one of those 5 or 6 games and play them. It's just like my regular set that I just have to play like once or twice a month. I don't know, but yeah, pretty much covers me. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I like that box. That was cool. That how everything fits so nicely in those slots.
Yeah, it had like a case. I don't know if it had like a little tabs here. It had like a door that kind of flipped open on this, but I think it broke off at some point. I don't know. I must have broke it when I was like 4 or something. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
I had a little Nintendo carrying case that I got, I think, for my birthday. My 12th birthday, so it was 1992. So yeah, it's little, hard showcase, held 12 cartridges, and so I could just walk around with a case of Nintendo games if I wanted to.
How cool is that? Very nice. For the gamer on the go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always took your Nintendo games to your friend's house to play their Nintendo because you had games that they didn't have. So.
Yeah. I'll trade you this for a week or something like that. Never see the game again, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
Well, that's why you asked for collateral.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was always the thing with me and my one friend. We would, if I borrowed a game, he had to borrow a game. If he borrowed the game, I had to borrow a game.
sure.
And we always got our game.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how we did it.
Only fair. That's what you got to do. So.
Yeah, so mine, I think without a doubt, like the first thing that really comes to mind is the Crash Bandicoot series for me. When I was a kid, I absolutely loved it. I remember, I mean, I have a few stories about stuff, but I remember when I think it was Crash Bandicoot Warped, and in the manual, they had a thing where you could call them and get like one of the pullover hoodies, but this was like years after the game came out. So Like I had my mom call and I was like, Mom, can you call them and like see if they still have those and can I get one and stuff? And so I went to school and I came back and it had been a few years past, so they still didn't have those at that time, everything, and I was kind of disappointed. But I absolutely love that series. And actually, I never did play the first one. I think I got started with the second one, and then Warped, which is a good one for sure. And I was actually talking to a friend who really likes Age of Empires, and we're both history majors here at college. And so I don't know if Warped kind of like played into that a little bit because they have like all the Egyptians levels and the China levels with the Great Wall and stuff. But I had that, Crash Bash, the team racing. And unfortunately, I'm at school, so I don't really have any of my games with me here except my Persona collection and some other stuff. But we had a yard sale, and we decided to try to get rid of our PS1 and all the games. I still actually have my PlayStation 1, but all the games got sold, so I still haven't bought Crash and Spyro and all that other stuff again yet. But I still have my Crash Team Racing disc, so that's like the one thing I still have from that.
Yard sales. I mean, I like going to yard sales to see other people's stuff, but not if it's my stuff that's up for sacrifice. Like, why'd you do such a thing?
Yeah, when you're younger and you're wanting to get the new console or something like that, you'll just sell the stuff you don't want it at the time, and then you get older and you decide to become a video game collector, and that's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how I picked up Castlevania. Got this. My friend who I was always borrow from, he was having a garage sale, and I bought it from there, and all that. So.
Yep. You buy like what, 50 cents for it, 25 cents?
Something like. I think I may have traded something else for them.
At a garage sale?
Here's a mug. Take this, and I'll take it.
They're my neighbor, just like a few doors down, and I think that's how I got this guy.
I think yard sales are like the most hit or miss types of places to find any type of video game, retro or otherwise. I've never had any luck with them, so but I hear great stories about other people who have. So.
Yeah, no, mostly around here it's a lot of misses, but every once in a while, I mean, I found out one huge strategy guide box that had a whole bunch of Super Nintendo and a couple of N64 titles in it.
Was that?
Yeah, it's the same like that around here too. I think the best thing I had found was the Model 2, the small SNES with Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario All Stars, and like one or two other games for like $10. So you can't beat that. But yeah, we don't really, I think, have a lot of video game stuff around here either, like that for yard sales.
Right. I remember one time on the VG Collect forum, this guy Niak, or Kenny, he found like a box of Pokemon Yellow or something like that.
Yeah, still Pokemon Yellow for like $1.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's right. I was gobsmacked.
Yeah.
So like I said, hit or miss. That's how it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I hear stories like that, and that's why it makes me like, especially I've been watching a lot of Game Chasers the past couple of days, and it like makes me hate buying stuff online because these guys will get games for like $2, $3, and then here you are on the internet like buying it for full price or something. But it's just such a seasonal thing with garage sales and stuff.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, my question for all of you is like, does the game that you just talked about and kind of gushed about, does it still play well? Or were you like kind of talking through, nostalgia goggles just now?
Most of them do. Castlevania still plays good. I don't see how that can't play bad.
Yeah.
Like any Mega Man game, those are still classic. Rad Racer, I don't know. Sometimes I play it, sometimes I don't still, but I don't know, but
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
most of the time they're
the
good.
the remake is just better. I can't deny that. This one still plays well, but the remake they just did a lot better. Soul Silver.
Soul Silver, is that what it's called?
Yeah, and I actually played this a little while ago.
Oh, really?
The Hot Wheels 64 version still holds up pretty good, I think. But I don't like using the DualShock controller for the PlayStation 1 version.
Oh, I know there was a PlayStation 1 version of that.
Yeah. The thing is that one actually has a soundtrack in it that includes Primus and Metallica.
Right. Some big name bands in that one, jeez. For Hot Wheels?
Yeah.
Well, God, my little brothers played with those as like children. We weren't allowed to listen to Metallica as kids, no. So
It was Fuel, the song, and they blurred out the one curse word in that.
Of course, yeah.
if I have pearls, I clutch them just out of shock, but I don't. So, yeah. How about the rest of you?
Oh, Chaos, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Trying to think. I don't know. I don't know. I pretty much love to death the games that I showed you previously, but the one thing about Mario Kart 64 that I found kind of funny was it's kind of an early entry, right, for Nintendo. Instead of having actual 3D polygon racers or characters driving around, they just had basically sprites. So that's kind of a letdown, retrospectively. But I think it's an understandable limitation, I guess, for how early of a release it was. But for the N64. But I don't know. That's the only real complaint I can find really out of the 5 games I just pulled up. But yeah, still love them to death.
Does that play well?
Which game? Sorry.
Smash Brothers, the original.
Oh, the original Smash Brothers. I don't know. I mean, it's a little. I mean, I really got hardcore into Melee, so yeah. I mean, one complaint you could say it's it's a little bit slower, and you can't charge up your smash attacks, little things like that. But really, I mean, I can overlook that. I mean, I don't know.
And also with the
I
later
still think
ones,
I still think it plays great. I mean, some people actually, I know some people that still like this version, better than any of the newer iterations. But I don't know. It's just preference. I don't know. I think it's okay.
That's not saying much. Brawl was kind of a disappointment, in my opinion, only because they decided to make a tripping mechanic. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and Brawl. Yeah, that's
the only bad
That's
part.
stupid.
Yeah, I thought so too. And I'm not sure if this is true.
didn't go in.
What was that? I'm like cutting you off. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say that I liked in Brawl how they weren't as heavy when they would go to fall off the edge. Because that was one thing that really annoyed me.
Wait, what now? They weren't heavy enough?
And
Yeah,
they were lighter. So
the
they
characters are a little bit lighter and a little bit floaty. Yeah.
okay back there.
I did not know that. That's really interesting.
But yeah, they fall a lot faster in Melee.
Yeah, Melee in general was a lot faster of a game, and that also kind of helped because of exploits that the pros found out over the years.
Right.
Yeah.
I really do think they got it right with the newest one.
Yeah, the newest one is pretty good.
Oh yeah. Not the 3DS one. I call that Smash Brothers Beta. Out of love. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if anyone else has played it to agree.
Yeah, I have both of them. Actually, funny enough, I don't really care for it that much over the Wii U version, but I think I actually prefer the courses in the 3DS version over the Wii U. I didn't really like the course selection in the Wii U version that much, to be honest.
Yeah, it's more like this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't played actually any of the Crash Bandicoot games in a long time. I think I started to play one on an emulator, and I just never really got around to playing more of it. So the first one probably hasn't aged all too well. But I mean, I think the second and the third one probably have. As for the kart racing and Crash Bash, I don't know. I guess you'd have to kind of play that with some friends and see how that's kind of aged a bit. But I think they're probably okay still, you know.
Crash Bash, was that the one that required like a multi-tap and a bunch of extra controllers so you can get the full effect?
If you wanted to play more than 2 people, but yeah, that was the party game one, so kind of like I guess you'd say a Mario Party ripoff, basically.
Yes. Wow. For those wondering, Secret of Mana has aged very well, in my opinion. I think I said earlier, I just popped it in a couple of days ago and started a new file and got to the part where you got both the girl and the sprite. Who, by the way, I still can't figure out if the sprite is a girl or a guy. So if anyone has any insight on this androgynous thing, let me know, because I'm really confused at this point. Anyways, this game has aged, I think, so well. Like, it's just still easy to pick up and play in small bursts, or you can, lose 2 hours, consecutive 2 hours. So, yeah, I think it's aged supremely well, personally.
Now, have you played Sword of Mana on the Game Boy Advance?
Oh yeah, I think I have all the Mana games. Sword of Mana, I played that, but that was a while ago. Like, I still have my old copy, but I only played as the guy. I haven't played as a girl yet because I didn't think it was very. I mean, it was okay. I'm not sure if anyone else played it, but it just felt kind of underwhelming, even though it was supposed to be like the next big thing for the series. Which fell downhill.
I haven't played the first one, but I can definitely see where you'd say that. I mean, I've enjoyed it so far, but it just kind of feels like Game Boy Advance game, not like anything like new direction for the series.
I mean, that was the first one I played with Sword of Mana.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was pretty good. And where it's like, okay, this is supposed to be the worst of the series. I want to see the rest.
No, not the worst of the series.
Not the worst. Disappointing. Disappointing.
No, not that one either. I'm not sure if you played Dawn of Mana yet. Have you? Anyone?
No, that one I know. Stay away from.
Stay away. It's awful. I can't. I don't want to get into that now because I'll lose my flow.
Secret of Mana, so I'm going to be playing through that soon. I played a little bit of it, and I think it still holds up.
Awesome. All right. I wish we could online play, because then we could I'll take control of different characters. That'd be fun. I played it 2-player a couple of times back in the day, but my brothers didn't really get it. They're like, how do you jump? I was like, it's not that type of game. So I give them credit for trying. So yeah. Well, I think we about covered that topic. I remember that Mr. Nikon he was kicking around the idea of doing like a repair segments of sorts, like tips and tricks for repairing consoles or making sure they're working properly. You could probably say it better than me, Charles.
Yeah, just basic, maintenance and stuff. I know sometimes people have questions how to clean their old cartridge-based games.
Yeah.
Best thing I could say is just get some Q-tips, and just get some rubbing alcohol. I usually dilute mine 50% rubbing alcohol, 50% water. Just take a Q-tip and just rub on the contacts, and that's pretty much it. And sometimes it gets really bad. You may have to get the game bits. But they'll just go in there and just unscrew the screws and get in there to clean it out if it's really that bad. So, and these are pretty cheap. I think I got these for about $10 or so. Also came with a little screwdriver. So.
Really, that's pretty expensive. I was able to buy both. So I don't know if you can see it or make it out on my camera, but I got two, different size screwdrivers, and for this pair it was $5 total, and that was, I don't know, a couple of years ago. But I'm sure you can still find them that cheap floating around today. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, game bit screwdrivers are definitely worth investing in if you plan on cleaning or modding systems. But
yeah, and I could avoid the black ones.
Yeah, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you what not to do, and that's buying your own disc repair system from Walmart. When I was younger, we had Xbox discs, and so they were kind of scratched up, and we wanted to fix them. So we went to Walmart, got one of the disc repair things, where you just kind of put some of the stuff on these two little wheels, and you just turn the disc. And I'm pretty sure that ruined most of the Xbox games that we used to. So do not do that yourself. Take it to a professional if you're going to try to get it resurfaced.
Yeah. I've actually used Brasso to fix some scratched CDs before, and that works pretty well.
Use what?
Brasso or brass polish.
I don't polish stuff, so I mean, I'll take your word for it. Is it just available?
Yeah, I think you just get it at like hardware stores or something.
Okay, great.
And that works pretty good on minor scratches.
Sure.
it just fills in the scratches pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's not like this major surgical thing with it. You just rub it.
Yeah, just take a soft cloth, put it on, and just rub it on there.
Yeah, I've used the GameStop brand scratch filler. It works pretty good. I haven't used it in years though. And for cartridge games, I take them apart and use the eraser trick.
Okay, this is all.
Yeah, I've never used an eraser, but I guess that works pretty good.
Yeah,
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I did it because I had a copy of Killer Instinct Gold that no matter how much alcohol I used, would not work at all. I go and use the eraser trick once and completely works fine. Yeah.
How cool is that? Awesome. I don't know any. All I did was my version was important work. I just, that's all I would do. So I should have tried some of those other things. Sure.
I'd say also, even though it says do not use alcohol on the things,
do it anyway.
Yeah, that's what Nintendo's doing.
Do not use alcohol. Yeah, buy our $10 cleaning kit or whatever.
That has alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I love the smell of IPA, isopropyl alcohol. I think it smells so good. It smells so clean and sterile. So I would use that over some secondhand cleaner. But I'm weird.
Yeah, and it is rubbing alcohol, not beer. Do not use beer. Okay.
Don't douse your.
Especially something thick, with a lot of hops. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Don't waste the hops. The hops is best.
Don't waste. Or good bourbon.
Speaking of which, what are you drinking over there, Mr. Nikon?
I've got moose drool tonight.
Oh, looks like a brown ale. Is that what it says?
Yeah, it's a brown ale. This is from Missoula, Montana.
Really? Did you go there to get it?
I went to Jewel and got it.
Okay.
Cartwheeled all the way down there and grabbed it.
I noticed that, I don't think any of us are alcoholics, but for some reason, gaming just sometimes it just feels better when there's, an alcoholic beverage, at the ready.
Or at least there, yeah.
It can make something tolerable.
Especially playing Darkwing Duck on the Nintendo.
I know they made a Duck game for the Nintendo. Oh, jeez.
That game is a pain in the butt.
Is it like DuckTales at all?
It's like DuckTales, but not as bad as DuckTales.
I was reading that that game was built on the Mega Man 5 engine or something like that. They just changed the sprites around and stuff.
I was gonna say, wasn't that game kind of based on Mega Man?
That's
I think it was.
Well, I'm sure they used all the same coding in there. You know what I mean? Just change the art and music and
yeah.
Straightforward. Get ready on get going on a remake of that, please.
Mega Man 5 or DuckTales or Darkwing.
Darkwing,
Okay.
because they did the DuckTales remaster.
Mhm.
Yep.
They did.
Yeah, actually, that got released on disc too, which is nice.
Oh, it did?
I got
I
it, but
think-
not memory.
I think so, isn't it? I saw it at GameStop, unless it's just one of the cases with like a download code.
No, they got it as game disc.
DuckTales?
The Wii U version of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have Darkwing Duck. I swear so much playing that game. Like,
So before we get any more sidetracked than we do, or before we switch topic, I just remembered a decent little fix-it type tip that I had learned, I guess, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago. So one thing that you might encounter with a Nintendo GameCube is that, after hundreds of hours of, or maybe thousands of hours of gameplay, eventually what happens is your laser will, wear out.
And what happens next?
What?
We lose him?
We might have.
I still
Oh.
see him here.
I don't know,
Yes,
he's still here.
He's
Hey.
still here. He lost his mic.
He's talking to no one now, if that's the case. Anything? What about the laser? What are we going to... Oh, no.
Until next time.
I know, right?
Guys,
To be
when your laser dies, your microphone dies at the same time. So
Clearly,
You have to use the Konami code.
which everyone here should know by heart. So, oh, good, he's back, I think.
No.
Oh,
Ah,
there's two of them.
he's doubled.
Wow. Got double bid.
I think one came back from the future to save us.
Right. This is retro reload after all.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So you need to use the revive code, the ABBA.
Right.
ABBA.
Yeah.
All right. So sorry, I'm back. Battery died on my laptop, so or not that it died, but it was about to die, and it basically went to sleep. So my whole computer went to sleep.
Like,
So the laser
Anyhow,
dies.
so did I miss anything while I was gone in the 3 seconds?
you're talking about...
What were
And popped in.
We're
All right,
eagerly
well-
waiting. Yes.
Okay, so anyway, with the GameCube, it's kind of interesting. Before you go ahead and buy a new laser and install it, which I don't know, they're only like $10-20, so they're not that expensive to begin with. But there's actually on the CD-ROM drive assembly, there's actually this tiny little screw that you can turn to actually up the power going to the laser. So what happens over time, the laser just kind of degrades, but if you actually boost the power to it, you might actually be able to read your games again. So that's one little trick to play around with, before purchasing and, bothering to install a new laser. That's just one little tip. Of course, it's all fairly technical, and I can't really, explain everything right this second, but Google it. Yeah.
Didn't the Dreamcast have one of those?
What was that?
Didn't the Dreamcast also have one of those?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Dreamcast as much as I am with the GameCube. It might be, but who knows?
I swear, I remember that from an old PVG episode.
Well,
Gamer.
yeah. Do any of you know the hardware stuff of the Sega Saturn? And I asked this because I was playing a game the other day, and saved the game, turned the system off as per usual. All of a sudden, the whole system is gone of all my save files. It's not as bad.
That's battery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it on the back? I think
Yeah.
on the right or left hand side there's a battery slot or something.
There's a little cover that you take off, and where that will reveal the battery area. There's also a little port there for a video card, actually.
All right. I mean, it wasn't that bad because I I mean, I just started a game anyway, and all the other Saturn games I have I already finished. So without major
Yeah.
loss.
You want to keep pace with that. You want an action replay or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Wow, that sucks that there's no like backup battery or anything though.
That was the backup battery.
Oh, there was?
No, that was the backup battery.
Oh, okay.
well, thank you for that. That's interesting. I did not know that about the Saturn. I just thought it was like another system. Just plug it in, play, and all is right with the world. But okay, so.
Yeah.
Dan XDS has joined the video call again.
It's creating a paradox.
Right? God. Like, I'm trying to here.
Yeah, how many members were we supposed to have? 6?
We were.
There we go.
Now we do.
Right, that's right.
You just have my clone, that's all.
We found our clone. Hey, clone. All's good. Yes, now we have 6 again. So yay for that.
Yay.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Did we post on the forum that we would be taking questions or whatever this time? I'm not sure. I know you can do like commenting on the YouTube thing, but I'm not sure if we ever figured out how to like see that from here.
I know there's a Q&A button here. Let me turn that on.
Oh God, save your data, everyone. Might lose.
Ah, you're right.
So it's on.
We only got one person watching right now.
Let's see that spider pilot.
Appreciate you, one person. We appreciate you very much. All right.
I think that might actually be me, though.
Oh no.
Which reminds me, everyone, tell your friends, tell your family, tell them about this. I told my mom about this afternoon. She was like, honey, I don't know what a podcast is, but she'll tell my brother. So we will
Go have fun with your Twitter, yeah.
Twitter? I don't even know her.
Hey. Well, I'll tell you to your Twitter. We're trying to keep this good for all ages, so let's not talk about what we do with our Twitters.
I still don't even get how that stupid thing works, so yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Anyways,
So
yes.
I've got the question and answer thing up and going, so
Okay.
Do we have any
no
questions?
questions
No?
from our one viewer.
How about we just question each other? Yeah.
Okay. What's everyone playing now? What's everyone playing? What's your game du jour right now?
I'm playing Maniac Mansion right now.
God, why? Did you do such a thing to yourself?
I like
Are
seeing
you using
hamsters
a
in the microwave.
are you using a guide to play that right now, or are you just trying to like figure it out?
I'm just futzing around with it. I've tried to guide, and it's, I don't know. I've done it before. I just like running around in the house causing trouble.
You do that in that game. Kyle Fosha, how about you? What are you playing these days?
So right now, actually, I'm working on a project for school where I'm trying to make sort of a emulated Shin Megami Tensei game on RPG Maker. So I've been playing Overclocked and Strange Journey a little bit, but I also picked up Mighty Switch Force, the first and second one, since they were like $1.50 on sale at the Nintendo store. So I've been playing those, and that Pokemon, what's it called? The free one that's kind of like a puzzle game. Shuffle. Yeah. So I've kind of been playing
I just
that
downloaded
one.
that one.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a Pokemon fan, but it's just basically like a Puzzle Quest, sort of. So it's just a nice little free game.
Is it like the puzzle challenge games from like the late 90s or whatever?
No. It's like the thing where you have to make like 3 in a row or 4 in a row, and depending on how you do that, you get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I
So
just
I
picked
have
up
played a Pokemon game.
Red Blaze is holding something up. Oh, is that Nocturne? I see.
Yeah, I just picked this up.
Oh,
You're
nice. That was I'd went to GameStop, oh gosh, 2 or 3 years ago, and I'd picked up a PlayStation 2 over the summer, and Nocturne I'm pretty sure that was the first one I had tried. I couldn't even get past like the first combat thing after you find that. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the big dial thing where, like, after that, the combat actually kind of starts. And so I ended up taking it back. And, of course, now I have a bunch of the games from Persona and stuff. But that was probably a bad place to start off, to start playing with the series.
Yeah, Nocturne doesn't pull punches. Like, it
Yeah.
throws you into the lion's den and says, have fun,
Yeah, I kept getting killed, and I got frustrated, and I was just like...
I think I got it because I'm a big Devil May Cry fan and Dante shows up in it. That's why I picked it up.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, and by the way, in case anyone is wanting to buy any of those, I'm not sure, I guess it's probably a few days, but right now Atlas has them on sale on PSN for like $5 for most of the PS2 ones for that, so.
Cool. Very cool.
I paid $15 for that, so not bad for physical.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. The only thing I'm playing now is the new Vita game, Hyper Devotion Noir Goddess Blackheart. It's a mouthful. It's just the next Neptunia game, only this time it stars my favorite character, who happens to be right here, Noir. So, really enjoying it. It's a strategy RPG, and Sting, the developers, they had hand in creating it too, so I'm very pleased with it so far.
Oh, speaking of those games, have you played... It's only like $15 now new, but it's like some kind of... on the Vita, I can't remember what the name is, but it's one of the Hyperdimension ones, and it's like you do the concerts or something.
That one?
Like some kind of singing thing.
Yeah, Producing Perfection. Yeah, I played that.
Okay, I saw it for like $15, and I wasn't sure if that was worth it or if it's just like a kind of crappy.
It's an idle simulator, so know what you're getting into before you buy. I'll just say that.
Oh, we do
got a
have
question.
a question that popped up here.
We do? Oh. Shit.
What is the biggest ripoff you guys saw for a game at a game store or online for a retro game system? Like how overpriced it was.
For a game system or for a game?
A game or system.
Okay. Dragon Force for the Saturn. Someone was asking for like $1,000 for just the disc. Yes, people.
Jeez.
Damn.
Oh, I got a good one. Oh man, this was, I don't know, right around when like the PlayStation 2 had come out. This isn't obviously recently. So this is like right around the PlayStation 2 came out. This is at a Radio Shack, and this Radio Shack, okay, it's like a small locally owned one, and so they just had in traditional Radio Shack fashion, some of their electronics are just retarded, expensive, and so anyway, so there was a brand new, N64 in the box, $500. It was like, what? It's like the N64 never even retailed that much. So I don't know, but pretty crazy.
I mean, is it any wonder their stores are closing one by one? I mean, I'm not shocked at all.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like I said, this was,
I know this is when
this is like 2001, but yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
I've been hitting up the Radio Shack by my work for their going out of business. I've been buying all these little resistors and capacitors and stuff and LEDs for 80% off. I don't need them. I'm just getting them.
Yeah, because yeah. Because when you buy them online, you got to buy them like in packs of like 100, 200. So it's like, let's say if you need one resistor or capacitor or something, you're not going to pay, you don't want to buy 200. You just maybe want one. So it's what I mean. So yeah.
I kind of saw like something that was would have been too overpriced the other day. It's not a big ripoff. It's some random Intellivision game at a Goodwill, half the label missing. I couldn't even tell what it was. They're asking like $5 for it. I'm like, I don't even know what game this is. Why are you getting charged $5 for this?
That is good. No question it.
I saw the last 2 letters. It's AR. So whatever it was.
The possibilities of that are just
endless.
Yes. Exactly.
What console was it? I didn't quite catch what you said for the console.
Oh, Intellivision.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say.
How about the rest of you? Any rip-offs you saw online or otherwise?
I'm actually looking on Amazon right now for a good ripoff.
Ooh, type in,
That's not hard.
For $79.50.
what is?
Sonic Shuffle, $79.50.
Oh, geez.
Just look up Amiibo. You get a whole
Oh.
10 pages.
So, wasn't bad for the environment, people. Plastic.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really have any of those yet that have come to mind. But it kills me like how much NESs and stuff are on eBay and everything. And actually, on Facebook there's this local page for like local bartering, and this guy always tries to sell video game stuff at retail price on there. And I think he's kind of a reseller maybe, but like
yeah, I got people like that in my community too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I'm kind of odd about it because on the one hand, it's like, well, that's capitalism. On the other one, it kind of sucks, because of course you want that stuff. But like, yeah, he'll sell an NES and like 4 games, usually Mario or something, for like a buck for like 125. And I don't know. I guess just going to garage sales where you can get those for like $5, it's just kind of weird that that's the market price,
At my local flea market, there's kind of a reseller there sometimes, and I picked out a few games from there that he said were like $2-3 games, and where he looks through them, he pulls out one of them. It's like, yeah, this one's more, and that was Diddy Kong Racing because it was apparently a Mario game.
Yeah, that's a shop downtown used to do
And
this.
so next week I go back and pick up James Butler Douglas on the Master System for $2.
Right.
And that's that $300 Sega Master System game.
Can't beat that.
I saw something on eBay that was a little bit overpriced. I think some guy was selling 6 games for like $120. One was like Super Mario Brothers, and they're all real common games.
Yeah.
Just because they say Mario, yeah.
Oh, look, this thing's really old. It must worth something.
Oh my
Even though
god.
they printed millions of them, and
That just like always surprised me because when you think Mario, you think so popular, so well known, so well recognized. The games I thought they'd be like the cheapest ones available. Not as cheap as like all the sports games out there, but at least
yeah. Well, yeah. Just look at like Super Mario Brothers 3. It's like it was. I mean, how many millions of copies they print of that? And that game's like what? I don't know.
25.
It's going up and yeah, it's like
$20.
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's the most common game, and yet it's like it's fairly it's getting up there in price, but yeah.
Where we had Nintendo sort of shortage of games like Ocarina.
Oh yeah, I think are you talking about the forum thread?
Yeah. But they're still pretty up, but here's the thing. I can wait on your price to go down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
All you gotta do.
Yeah. And it's not like Ocarina of Time came out last week and they stopped selling it. That's been out for about 4 years now. Hasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so it's
Something
not
like
like a shortage of copies.
Sure. Still haven't played that one either. There's a lot I haven't played yet in the Zelda franchise. So, well, everyone, it is about an hour, and I can't believe how time flies when you're having fun. This was lots of fun. Got a group this time. Not saying last week was a smaller group wasn't fun, but this was fun too. So, does anyone have any closing thoughts or ideas or?
Well, I think one good idea would be if my battery didn't, implode and I drop out 2 or 3 times, but that'd be cool.
That'd be great. You could, that'd be awesome. Anyone? What about everyone else? Closing thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, complaints?
Keep watching. Tune in next week. And for those of you who are watching this after we do it live, tune in live. It's fun. You ask a question and maybe we answer it.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we just ignore you anyway. Yeah.
Right. We don't have a question. So, but either way, yes, this was lots of fun. This will be posted on YouTube. Is that right?
Yeah, it's gonna go as soon as we stop the broadcast. It goes to YouTube as a recording.
Okay. And next week, hopefully, we have all more fun stuff to talk about, game-wise, or as Mr. Nikon suggested earlier at one point, other stuff from the past. It doesn't have to be just video games. This is
Yeah.
retro after all. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. Thanks for watching, and this was lots and lots of fun, as usual.
See ya.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Everyone.
Ta-ta for now.